Columbus Day, we got all the Italians here tonight, thank God. You gotta clap, because if it wasn't for Columbus, nobody will be here tonight. But you had to see all week long over here, man. You could tell all the different groups when they walk into the lobby. The Italian woman, how they walk in, eyes in eyes, and they all look around. And they go, Mary, take a look. Then the Jewish women are different. They walk in with the diamond rings like this. They got to show off. Shirley, don't this remind you of Florida, Shirley? Then the Irish people, as soon as they walk in, they look for the bars. Where's the bar? Then the German people walk in, they're looking for the Jewish people. Where's the Jewish people? The Polish people, they're walking around, they're looking for nobody because they can't even find themselves. Where are we? Did you hear what the Irishman told his wife on a honeymoon night when she says, honey, you know, we gotta go to bed? He says, I'll drink to that. Now you take the Polish people. See, they happen to be great people, that's right. And nobody knows that but George Washington was Polish. Yeah, let's face it, who else would stand up in a rowboat? Then there was these two Polish guys in New York City, and they were in a lot of trouble. So one Polish guy told the other Polish guy, hey, did you dial emergency 911? The guy says, I tried, but there's no 11 on the phone. The other guy says, Baccala, you should have tried 714, you would have got it. Then the Polish guy that just got married, and on his honeymoon, he was driving to Saratoga. And as he was driving, he took his hand and he put on his wife's knee. And she says, honey, now that we're married, you know you could go further than that. The Baccala went to Canada. Now, I like to pick on the Polish people. You know why? Because they don't know what I'm talking about till the next day. By that time, I'm in Miami. Now, you take the Jewish people. See, the Jewish people happen to be smart people. They don't fool around. They do everything in a hurry. 1, 2, 3. Beep, 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 beep. And beep, beep, beep. Yom Kippur. These people get rid of all their sins in one day. One day, they wipe them all out. Hey, you're laughing. You dummies got to go every week. Hello, Father. I did the same thing I did last week. He says, good, buckle up. You enjoyed it, do it again. I'm not going no place. Then the Jewish people, they have Passover. We have Lent. We got to fast for 7 weeks. We can't eat this. We can't eat that. Beep, beep, pop, pop, boop, boop, beep, beep. They do it in 8 days. They eat matzahs for 8 days. And they keep stuffing them in, eyes and eyes. They stuff them in, nothing comes out. That's why when you see the Jewish people in the supermarket, you notice they're always looking for the prune juice. Where's the prune juice? Now you know what Moses meant when he said, please, let my people go. Now see the Jewish people when they go out, not like the Italians. The Italians love to show off, have a drink, don't worry, I pay, give me a, I pay. When the Jewish people go out, all you see on the tables is Jewish champagne, seltzer. You're laughing, so as I'm talking, they're getting rid of all their gas. Don't laugh, senora. One night they gave me a standing ovation. Don't they go there? Hey! They emptied out the whole place. Then the Jewish people are God's chosen children. They are. You notice on the Jewish holidays, the skies open up for the Jewish people. Because the Jewish people support the sun. If the sun goes to Miami, all the Jewish people go to Miami. If the sun goes to Puerto Rico, all the Jewish people go to Puerto Rico. You'll never find a Jew in Alaska. Never find a Jew in Alaska. You find a Polish couple walking up and down saying, I think the sun might come out, maybe. What do you think? Then you got to see how they worship that sun. God bless them. I give them all the credit in the world. 10 o'clock in the morning, all of them. They all run out for the sun. And they all face one way with the diamond rings. They face like this. And every hour, they all turn with the sun like they're all tied together. You know it's 3 o'clock when they're all facing this way. Then it's 85 degrees down there. They got the casinos. You got to see, at 4 o'clock in the morning, what happens after 4? All the girls, all those sexy girls, they're all waiting in the lobby. You got to see how they look. Yeah. One girl came over to me. I thought she was a travel agent. She says, would you like to take a trip around the world for $50? I asked her, how much you charge to go to New York? Then they got the sexy rooms down there. You got to see the room they gave me. The walls were so thin that if anybody was doing anything next door, I was enjoying it. All night long, you should have heard this girl, the way she was breathing. When I woke up in the morning, I woke up to Dushangad. I couldn't walk. And don't laugh. Then I found out the poor girl had asthma. Then they got the other rooms down there. You got to see the other rooms. They got senora with the mirrors on top of the bed. You see what you're doing. If you're doing it once, you think you did it twice. If you do it 2 times, you think you did it 4 times. There was a Polish guy. He looked up. He seen his wife. He thought she was cheating. He shot her. Now you take the Italian people. I'm not going to pick on them tonight. Don't worry about it. When you go to an Italian house, you notice no matter how many people go, they always have enough food. Right? Senora, 2 people come, sit down, we feed you. Another 4 people come, we got enough, sit down, we feed you. Another 10 people come, we put up another pot. Don't put up another pot, we feed everybody. They stick it to the table, they hook the conveyor belt to your mouth, and the food keeps coming in. Do you know, if it was 200 years ago today, and Paul Revere was riding through the streets of Mulberry Street, and he knocked on the door, and he said, Signora, the British are coming. You know what you would tell them? Let them come. We feed everybody. Don't worry about it. And talking about Mulberry Street, you have to see what happened to me a few weeks ago over there. I love pizza pie. Garage you do, but I love pizza pie. Yeah. So we went to a pizzeria place over there. Now the guy that makes the pies, he takes numbers. So we went there. We ordered a pie. Hey, some guy comes in and says, hey, Tony, the cops are coming. So he got all the slips. He ripped them up, nicey. And he put them all over the pizza pie like it was mozzarella. And then he put it in the oven. The cops came into that place. They looked all over. They couldn't find nothing. They looked over here, down there, over there. The guy says, hey, your pie is ready. We had to eat that whole pie to get this guy off the hook, the whole pie. But don't laugh. The next day, all those numbers came out. And one number came out combination, 6 ways, this way, the other way, and the other way. But one thing about the Italian people, how they love to show off. They're going hot to do the right thing, and hot they go. They invite you over the house on the holidays. They don't know what to put on that table. They got to get the best of everything. They got to get the best. The bread's got to come from this store. The sausage got to come from the other store. The pastry's got to come from another store. My poor grandfather used to go shopping on the holidays to New York for the pastries, back to Brooklyn for the sausage, to the Bronx for the bread. By the time the poor man got home, the holidays were all over. And the Italian people, there's all kinds of Italians, and they're all known for a little something. Now you take the Calabrese. They're known for when they open up the doors, they use their heads. They got hot heads. Beep, 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 beep. Then you get the ones that come from the north. They think who they are. They all walk around with their noses up in the air like this. They walk around. Then you get the berets. And don't get excited because these people don't go for ice. Then you get the Neapolitans. And they're known for their cooking and their singing. You give them a wooden spoon, you put them in the kitchen, and they start singing. Vicino mare. And while they're singing, the Sicilians are doing a job on them. Now you take the Sicilian people, you know what they are? They're Jewish people with a lot of nerve. But you put them all together, you got the Italian people. You ever talk to them? They never give you a straight answer. You never get a straight answer from them, and the expression they give you besides. You ask them, how long are you living here? Ooh, only God knows. Now you got to go to God to find out how long they're living there. How are the kids? Please don't remind me. Don't remind me. Aunt Tessie, how do you feel? I heard your son-in-law's doing great. God bless him. Is it true? Don't let me talk. Don't let me talk. Your mother-in-law left you a lot of money. Is that true? How much? And when the Italians go out, they don't go out in 2s and 3s. They got to go out in 8s, 10s, 14s. Before they go out, they got to call up everybody. You better call up so-and-so, because if he finds out that we went, who's going to listen to us? Then you better call up the other one, because God forbid the other one should find out. Then they all go out and they all meet in the lobby and they all kiss. They go home and they all talk about each other. But I'm going to tell you people how the Italians lost the Second World War, because my grandfather told me. The Italian general told his men, go and get the shells. They came back with 200 pounds of macaroni. But the first people to come to this country were the Italian people, and then the FBI followed them. And the first ones to do it to the Indians were the Italian people. They got off the boats and they were singing, Vicino mare. The Indians took a look at them. And they went, how? And then the Italian showed them how.